Both schools I wanted to go to for basketball. Syracuse, I did commit.
Yeah.
Committed to Syracuse.
You finna go play for Syracuse, boy?
Yeah.
Boy, that big time.
With Melo.
Huh?
With Carmelo.
Melo was there?
No, they was gonna come the year after me though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, you was big time. Boy, how many points you average, boy?
Like 21, something like that.
And some assists?
Oh yeah, I averaged like a double-double every game. That was easy.
Come on, man. Y'all get in here. Come in here, hit the like button. Share for us, man. We can get this thing going. Come in here, hit the like button, share for us.
What's up, Footballville fans? What's good?
Get here, talk about a little bit of everything, man. We talked about Thad last night. We're gonna talk about the Hurricanes, King. We talk about a little bit of everything.
Welcome to the first official week of college football.
I don't even think about everybody else's game. I was only thinking about our game.
Hey man, look, the world, man, we've been through so much, man. We just happy to watch some football now. It don't matter who played.
Yeah, man, it's a little crazy, man, a little crazy. Oh man.
Don't forget to get your Footballville, Caneville shirts.
Anybody want the Twitter?
Nah, man, somebody came close. Somebody came close. Somebody had 30 to 13.
Nobody picked the score.
Nobody got the exact score. 30 to 13 was the closest.
Man, that's kind of unbelievable. Nobody could pick the score.
Yeah.
There.
I guess we just scored again, and somebody did have 38 to 14.
They had 38 to 14.
Yeah, I'm saying if you want to score one more time, then they would have got it.
Oh man. All right, man. So first we're gonna get up here and start off with last night I attended a high school football game. Really weird, man. No fans there. Some of the media didn't even get in. Like if you weren't on the list, man, they ain't let you in, which was crazy. But it was Thad Lewis, Chaminade Madonna, 3-time state champion versus Champagne Yacht. How many times Champagne Yacht won a state?
Twice in
a row?
2 or 3.
Two.
They go under the radar because they're such a small class.
What are they? 1A, 2A? What are they?
I think they like 2.
2A. Took our temperature, man. All of that to get in the game. Chaminade, very big team, loaded. Has maybe 10, 15 D1 players on the team.
Maybe more.
Maybe more?
Maybe more.
Who the 3 University Minded players they got?
Okay, they got Thad. They got Thad
Hay.
Franklin.
Allen Hay.
They got Allen Hay, and they got Jamal
Johnson. Divas and Jamal Johnson.
Our kicker who's committed to us, he transferred to Champagnat. But he did it in a good reason because he wants to graduate early.
Did he? I don't think he played though.
Nah. You know, cause he just transferred.
did it, right?
He just transferred like maybe Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Thursday or Wednesday. So
Wow.
he did it because he wanted to graduate early. And they're not allowed to do that at Chaminade.
Yeah, most private schools you're not allowed to transfer. Yeah. I mean, graduate early. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, then they got Keanu Jackson. Keanu Jackson got offers from everybody. Everybody named Mama.
He's like maybe the second, third best defensive end in the nation behind.
Is he?
Shamar. I mean, that's just from Footballville talk.
No, he looked good out there, man. They was that's some pressure coming from their D, man. Allen and Jamal, man, they was beating at the quarterback. Yeah. That boy was running for his life. But Thad, I know a lot of y'all got y'all nuts crossed on Thad, right? You know what I'm saying? And don't know if Thad really a Kane. You interviewed Thad.
I interviewed Thad.
How did you feel?
I felt 100% that he's going to be a Kane after talking with him. You know, we have this talk all the time. These are kids. Kids, right. You know, they could change up at any given time.
Right.
He basically broke it down and explained the reason why he decommitted and then the reason why he recommitted. You know,
right.
And it's on video. You see, he say, man, he did this, and them said, hey,
right.
Make sure this time, this one is for real, for real. He like, yeah, man, you know, this is where I want to be. This is where he wanted to be all along, so.
Right, and that's what I got from it. The basketball stuff, have you ever seen a situation like that where a kid was like openly saying, hey, I'm passionate about basketball, you know what I'm saying? More than football.
Yeah, you have, I mean, a lot, you know what I'm saying? I don't even remember a time where you allowed that. But Diaz is open to letting it happen, and then the basketball coach he's open to letting it happen too. You know, so it'll be a first.
They actually offered him, right? They actually offered him as a basketball player, right?
Yeah, so he could play basketball too. But other than that, he's a phenomenal running back. Probably the best is the best running back in the state. Shame he's not invited to one of the All-American games. That's just tragic. I don't understand what's going on with that, but has an awesome game last night.
He not invited to none of the games?
Not invited to one of the All-American games, which is crazy.
What?
But he's a parade, max prep All-American.
Right.
2,000, almost 2,400 yards rushing last year, 28 touchdowns. Another 4 last night.
I wonder why he's not invited to another game. That's kind of weird, fool.
Politics, man, politics.
But politics of what? Like what could be stopping him? I don't think he goes to camps.
There was another story he did say. He told me the story about he attended a camp. He attended the Under Armour All-American camp. He attended the camp, and they called him over to the side, and they asked him for the side shoes, jersey, everything. So he figures he's going to get that invite. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then what happened?
He leaves the camp, and then he didn't get the invite. So I don't know the whole situation, but he didn't really care. But he like, man, he thought he would get that invite. And it happens to a lot. It happened to somebody else he named too. I forgot who he named.
Are they finished inviting him though?
No, I mean, eventually they wait. I mean, they pretty much got the roster that they want, and then they add here and there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that goes on like throughout the season. I thought it just keep going on and on.
No, yeah, it adds on. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, these kids who get these invites, they go to these t-shirt camps. I call them t-shirt camps, and they perform and they get them. You know what I'm saying? So
what you call them, t-shirt camp? Yeah,
t-shirt camp. They don't got don't have no pads. You're great in the t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? But
t-shirt
it be different when you put on that gear.
I don't know if I've ever heard it like that, t-shirt camp. But yeah, so I mean, so he rushed for another 4 touchdowns last night.
Yeah.
Unstoppable. Champagne's not a big team, so eventually I knew they would kind of just wear him down. And by the end, it was taking 2 or 3 people to bring him down, man. The kid is a specimen, a beast, a man amongst boys. And he's going to come into a situation where it's Chaney, him. The backfield going to be swole.
Burns, don't forget about Burns. Burns got in there. He did decent. He did pretty good to be his first.
I was walking out the stadium when Burns got in there.
He did pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Cam have a year how he did, if he keep playing how he did Thursday night, he's definitely gonna leave early.
Cam.
Yeah. So you be looking at a situation where you could come in and be the third back immediately. You know what I'm saying?
Cam looks like what to you? 4th round, 5th round?
I mean, I'll say third. If he has the season that I think he's going to have, he could be a third round. Because Cam can catch the ball out the backfield.
Duke went 4th
He's
round.
got better blocking. That year Duke went fourth round. They had a whole bunch of running backs.
That's what it was, Gurley.
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of running backs. You know what I'm saying? So
And the kid from Nebraska.
yeah, it was, and it was tragic that he went fourth round. I was like, come on, like Duke is better than a lot of them to me, but you know what I'm saying? You know how that goes. But
I was at the house doing the draft party, and the most ironic thing to me was that Flowers went 1st round, and Flowers blocked for Duke in high school and college. Duke was always the star. Flowers never, nobody ever mentioned Flowers' name. It's just how the offensive lineman position is. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But when it's time to get that, when it's time to get that money, it was obvious what's important. You know what I'm saying? And it's not fame.
Man, Flowers' measurements is what got him drafted. Like, you didn't have an athletic offensive lineman.
Right.
During that class, he was the most.
Right.
So.
But I just try to tell kids that the fame is the fame and life is life. Like, what's real was real, and then fame is something else. Duke was the famous one, but he was waiting for that call. Is he talented? Super talented. Did he? I don't know what he did the other night. I didn't really watch.
And then it had a lot to do with the success of the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If is good, then you'll do probably a second. You know what I'm saying? Early second round. But,
think so?
Yeah, because team not good. You just got to be basically the most outstanding player by both teams.
Throughout all college football.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Yeah, so that, and then University of Miami. So University of Miami come out, like Larry Bluestein said, man, it's funny how 10 people could watch one game and get 10 different takes. All in all, I think they played COVID football at the beginning. Sloppy, slow. Third quarter, they showed glimpses of an offense. You know what I'm saying? The offense came to life. But all in all, man, I think it's a good show. After I sat and saw the stats, that's when it kind of stuck out to me. What you thought, Alex? Overall.
Overall, I give it a C plus. Because first game, I thought it was gonna be sloppy, and eventually it was. Now, the one positive I will say, we only had 3 penalties, which is amazing. I don't even remember a team having that didn't get 3 penalties or less. Like,
man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy because we always somehow always been the double digit penalties. Like, so, but we only had 3 penalties. Offensively, the offensive line looks a lot better. A lot better. Still a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
The running back group, it speaks for itself. I don't even know what to say. It speaks for itself. Cam, Chaney, Knighton, Burns, they all got there, did their things. The receiving with the tight ends, King did miss some open players here and there. First game speed is different from practice speed, which I kept telling people, you know what I'm saying? So don't just expect it to just blend all at once. We got the first game jitters out the way.
Right. Right off the bat, King, what was your assessment of King? I said he was Superman before it all started. I thought very highly of him. What was your assessment of King?
Dynamic.
Yeah.
Playmaker. Like everybody keeps saying, he's a playmaker. When it's not there, he can make it happen, which you don't desperately need at times. Team leader, you can see the team grasping the energy he's bringing off. You know what I'm saying? So he's very high energetic player. Then the team is getting high energetic. So
right. Yeah. He's definitely a leader. You know what I'm saying? I think the slow start we saw was what I was hearing that they came out of the defense that they didn't practice for. Basically, they caught him off guard. And that's how rare is that? How rare is that?
It's
because
rare.
Because you're not going to go in a live game and show a defense that you don't play. And maybe that goes back to why the first game was close. Remember y'all said that they defense, you know what I'm saying, the team saw a lot of points. Maybe they went out there in a shell of a defense. And
that's it. Like the one film that UM did have on was against Central Arkansas, so UM was watching that defense.
right.
Okay, so if they gave up more than 60, 70 plays, you know what I'm saying? So they got a list of how many times they ran certain defenses. The defense that they played against Thursday night was defense that they didn't see. So it was like, oh, you know, this is something different.
Right. And I think it slowed us down. My question is, I wonder how often that happens though. How often the team go from game to game, different defenses. For Lashley to mention it, I would say that means it's not often. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you see. You may see variations of a defense, but not just like, oh, these boys ain't even in those 3-4. Like, these boys in those 4-3. You know what I'm saying? Like, just something different.
I mean, I won't say it's rare to happen, but for them to practice with this one defense, because that's the only film they have is that one game.
Right.
Unless they go back to next year.
So now you got to come in the game and you just got to run and get enough tape until you can adjust. You just got to run whatever we're just gonna play it out. Let the king see what he see, and then we're gonna adjust. So King, so I mean, what about the wide receiver core?
I mean, I like the wide receiver core pretty much. They did a good job. We just gotta find that one receiver where we can go to even when it's broke down and he just need to get the ball out of his hands to get a first down. We just gotta find that one receiver so far.
Did Peyton play more than you thought he would?
No, I thought he should have played a lot more.
You thought he should have played more?
Yeah, I thought he should have played a lot more.
Pope seemed a little. Pope gave up the first score. I'm putting that on Pope.
Pope
Pope gave up the first score.
Fumbled the ball. They weren't going to score if Pope don't fumble that ball. So.
Yeah, I'm putting that on Pope. Pope gave up the first score. And I've known Pope for a long time. Pope seems to be lacking some confidence somewhere. I thought he was just going to go out there and ball this year when he get a chance. But he seems to be lacking some confidence somewhere. And that's kind of crazy to me because one of the most confident kids in high school, but I guess college football is a different beast. So what was most impressive to you?
The most impressive to me was, the left guard. I don't even know how you pronounce his name. O'Shea.
Right. I was trying to pronounce it.
He was so good. He was like the left guard was really so. He was really
Osmond Troy.
Yeah, however you pronounce it, that guy was good. Like he probably was the most impressive. Besides
what you saw?
Besides King, I remember one play. They sent the linebacker and the defensive tackle came through his gap and he hit them both. And the linebacker fell like this, and then he just drove the D tackle. And I'm like, man, okay.
Yeah, how big is he?
And he's
maybe. I see the starting offensive line right here. John Campbell. Campbell played well.
Campbell played well. All of them had. The only one who had a bad passing grade was Scaife, and I think it was like 46.
Scaife and Williams.
But yeah, like I said, the offensive line they played pretty good. But I expect them to be more because half of the offensive linemen was probably blue chips. Scaife is blue chip. Campbell's a blue chip. Gaynor, I don't think he was a blue chip. Him, but they decent. They should be able to bully UAB, and we did for most of the parts, not the whole game, but they played pretty good.
Right, 497 yards on offense, 332 yards rushing, and I heard some fans saying, "Boy, we only got 77 yards in the first half passing." And my thing to that is this. Before the play starts, you can run or pass. You can only do one at a time. So if you have a success running, you know what I'm saying? Unless you finna set some record in the first half, you're running the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like you're running the ball. You're running. The success is at running, so you're running and you're not passing. The 77 yards pass is not because they couldn't pass. I don't think it's just because the success came with running the ball.
Yeah, man. One thing I noticed about young fans is we're never satisfied. We had how many yards rushing you had? You say
333.
333 rushing yards, and somebody probably gonna say, "Why we have 400?" Like, I mean,
man, we could have 500 rush yards on there, man.
Yeah, you know. So, hey, man, if it's working, why? You know what I'm saying? Why stop? You know what I'm saying? If the running game is working, why stop? We got some hogs in the backfield. So
right. If you're watching, hit the like button for us and share it for us. Next thing, defense. How you overall feel about the defense?
Ooh, defense. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. I admit the first drive, I was ready to call for Baker. Hey, man, Baker, what is
like drive?
Man, I don't know. I explained to you earlier. I said it just seemed like Baker is experiment out there instead of saying, okay, we know what's gonna work. Let's go out there and do what's work.
First drive.
And sometimes like he has the players out of position. I don't know. Like I said, I think he be experiment out there because he figured, let me try to see how this works. But then he adjusted. He adjusted great. And you see, the defense only gave up 285 yards.
Only
gave up 285 yards.
That's not a lot.
Nah, and I think the longest drive in the game was like 37 yards or something like that.
One of the touchdowns came from like good field position.
Yeah, Pope fumbled the ball on the 20, and they right there. So other than that, they didn't really drive the ball. The other touchdown they scored was a blatant holding call. The man grabbed Jennings. They broke for 20-something yards. Then they come back and score. So it's, but pretty much the defensive line did pretty good. The linebacker group, I love Jennings. Jennings basically almost killed one of the offensive linemen on one play. Steve did pretty good.
It's crazy. Jennings led the team in tackles. Crazy. It's crazy. Jennings led the team in tackles. Listen, real fast, if you're listening on the podcast, man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button, share, and subscribe. It's free. It's free on YouTube. If you want to join and become a member, support what we're doing. Members get privy to certain information, extra information. They get to see videos first. If you want to become a member, like right there, my man right there, he a member. Darian a member. They get the little badge when they come in and stuff. Yeah, so the join, all of that in the description. So just click in the description and you can join. Who concerns you on the defense, man? Your biggest concern is who?
Biggest concern is number 8, our cornerback. He's the biggest concern. I mean, Stevie Wonder could see that it's the biggest concern. Number 8.
Come on, man.
Ivy, man, he's the biggest concern on defense. Great kid, man. Great kid. Very humble, but
we felt the same way about Ivy last year, didn't we?
Yes, and it's dragging over to another year, man.
Yeah.
Somebody got to come and take that position, that spot or something.
We felt the same way about Ivy last year, and 2 interceptions versus Pittsburgh.
He got better during the season, but it's still, like you can't. He's a junior now, so he's not a freshman, sophomore. You playing, you got game experience. You can't keep having these.
How you feel about Blaze?
Blaze played pretty good. For the most, Blaze is gonna be a good corner. He just has his moments where he likes to get too aggressive, and he might get beat.
Right.
So once he gets that under control, he's gonna be a good corner. But we need another corner who's gonna come and say, "Hey, man, I got it." Safeties played pretty good. Keontra Smith and Gilbert, that's a battle right there, man. Both of them playing good. Like
somebody just said, put Keontra Smith on Tutu Atwell, put a safety over top. We're gonna live with that.
No, man. What type of
Huh?
You know how fast Tutu is, like.
He said put Keontra Smith on and put a safety on top.
So let Keontra play underneath and the safety over top.
Yeah. Tutu need all that?
Man, maybe. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? Keontra could probably run with Tutu. But he gonna need help, boy. Tutu is that man.
Yeah, Tutu.
You see, last year, man, we played him. He caught the ball and he just broke away from the whole team. So
That man's special, man. Paige say Blaze played well. Ivy seems to have confidence issues. His physical is there. That's Paige. That's weird you say that. I once told a story. Remember the Ivy story I told you? I once told a story about Ivy in high school. One of the most highly talented kids coming out of high school. His last high school game, they were losing, I think. I can't remember to who. Columbus, I think. I don't know. They were losing. I want to say it's Columbus for some reason. Maybe they were losing maybe 21-10, beginning of the fourth quarter. And I glanced over at Ivy, and I've told this story numerous times. And Ivy was crying with a whole quarter of football left. His team gets a fumble, they get the ball back, and he got to put his helmet on and run back on the field. And I never forgot that moment where I was thinking like, man, Dalvin Cook then would be like, Coach, put me in the offense. Like the fight would have never ended. But Ivy was sitting on the bench crying, and I felt as Footballville in that moment, like I saw that for a reason. You know what I'm saying? like I got to see that for a reason. I didn't understand him crying in that moment with a whole quarter of football left, down like 11 points. It wasn't even that much. I know that last game hurts, but you gotta let it play out before you start crying. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go out there and fight before you start crying. And I never forgot that. Now Paige just said Ivy has he feels Ivy has confidence issues. Yeah. And I don't think he'd ever been a super confident kid. I saw him man up that night in that 7-on-7 and cover Jeff Thomas in high school one-on-one. He wasn't afraid, but he wasn't engaging. It wasn't like he didn't get in his face and was like, well, it's going to be me and you.
Yeah, that's not
that at all. You know what I'm saying?
He's not that type of kid.
Right. So, are you really concerned about Ivy, man, with Phillips and Roach coming off that end the way they be going?
I'm concerned. I mean, it is. They was on, I think, like the 4 or 5 yard line. They got a 29-yard pass on Ivy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm concerned. Like the touchdown comes on Ivy. Like, like I said, the first game, maybe he could get better during the season like he did last year. But as of now, it's a major concern. We got to fix or we got to help.
Think it's that bad? I think we played vanilla defense. I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's first game.
Let it play out. Xan.
We play Louisville next week Saturday.
Xan get Ivy off the field. I'm saying let it play out. You saying start couch? Couch so small, man.
Couch small. Williams, somebody. You got and like I said, it's not that I'm saying take him off the field completely, but if he's gonna play man to man, you got to give him some help. You got to have some help. So.
Right. So the other thing is the defensive line, fool. You see how big and fast Phillips is?
Yeah, Phillips, Phillips, man.
Man, that is scary. That man comes off that line, man. They are putting pressure. Him and Nesta finally.
Yeah, they was getting pressure. Nesta had a damn good game. We had 5 tackles. Tackle for loss.
Nesta done arrived. Y'all had that man dead.
Y'all been screaming, Nesta, he here.
Y'all left that man for dead, man. Nesta had 5 tackles.
Who's 91 on that? That's Miller or that's Ford?
91.
91 is Miller or Ford?
I think it's 4. Let me see.
Man, he's another one who was getting in there. Like they couldn't block it, and he kept getting back there, but he kept missing. That's Miller. Yeah, that's Miller. Miller kept getting back there, but he kept missing. Like he's another one they had trouble blocking.
Yeah, man. Jennings had 6 tackles. Nesta
had. Gonna be good, man.
Jennings had 6 tackles. Nesta had 5. This damn name Jennings, man. This is crazy. His name keep popping up. Set a career mark 6 tackles, 2 solo tackles. And 2 tackles for loss for Jennings, though. Nesta Severa had and Amari Carter ranked second on the team with 5 tackles. They got Amari Carter. Everybody, we had an old show about Amari Carter.
Oh, yeah, Amari Carter. He gonna come lay the wood now. That's his thing. He like to lay that wood. So,
yeah, we had an old show about Amari Carter. So Corey Couch had his first forced fumble. They call that a forced fumble when he knocked the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, he forced the fumble, but
it went out of bounds. I didn't know you get a fumble for that.
Who kicked the ball out of bounds? No, we didn't get the ball.
Right, but I didn't know he get a stat.
Yeah, no, it's a forced fumble, but
See,
it ain't no fumble recovery.
I didn't know that.
I even kicked the ball out of bounds, y'all. I even kicked the ball out of bounds. Just to let y'all know that. Oh man, yeah, nah, but
Ivy kicked the ball out of bounds. Ivy gonna be all right. Ivy's always in position. He just doesn't turn around.
I said that to you earlier. I say he never get his head around. Like
Bradley say Nessa look like a bowling ball.
man, it almost looked like Nessa was remember we kept going to practice and Nessa was bullying the transfer kid from Butler or whatever school. Kim Kennedy. Nessa looked like he saw Tommy Kennedy out there again. He just like, I'm finna go kill him.
That's the balled out, man. That's the showed up. I knew he. What are you, a junior now?
Yeah, he's junior.
I knew he would eventually show up. He looked different than you. He looked smaller, slimmer, faster.
He looks a lot quicker. He looks a lot quicker off the ball.
Yeah, he eventually. Nesta showed up. You know what? I didn't get to see play. I got to go watch the game. Bubba Bolden. I didn't really watch Bubba Bolden. Was he out there?
He was out there, but their passing game was so trash. It was like Bubba was. Our linebackers was making tackles where Bubba didn't have to come make the tackle all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So him and Hall, they there. Carter's first step is he coming down in the box. Right. You know what I'm saying? So with Bubba and Hall, you know what I'm saying, they looking back for everything, and then but Bubba was there. I think one of the running backs made like a little 5-yard, and Bubba came up and hit him. But
right. So all in all, man, you felt what?
C+, I felt pretty. I felt good. Get the first game out the way. I felt good about that. Getting the first game out the way. I don't think neither one of the coordinators opened the playbook. Both sides was like, hey, this is, we're gonna go out here and just beat UAB. You know what I'm saying? Because we just better. We the better team, and that's it.
Right. Was King as good as you thought he would be?
Running the ball, yes. I mean, damn, he's explosive. He passed the ball pretty good, pretty decent, but I'll see how he do this upcoming week.
I think he lit it up in the third quarter.
Man.
The third quarter, when he started getting the rhythm.
That one play, man, when I guess they sent the blitz, and man, he had his back turned, and it's like he just spent on out of it, and he took off.
Right.
I said, team's gonna be in trouble.
Right. The running quarterbacks, I'm starting to feel that we kind of frowned on quarterbacks running the ball for a long time. And I think Lamar Jackson kind of changed our mind on how we see running quarterback. I think it's kind of changing that. I watched that game last year, Rams versus Baltimore Ravens, right? And that was the first time I felt like Jared Goff was actually handicapped. Like I was watching Lamar Jackson, and then I was watching Jared Goff, and Jared Goff looked like he was handicapped, like it was something he couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? That's the first time I felt like that. Now Lamar Jackson is an alien. We're not gonna compare everybody to Lamar Jackson, but how do you feel about that?
I think the fact that you have a running quarterback now in today's game, it kind of almost devalues the running back a little bit, because if my quarterback can run the ball just as good as a running back, as you see, running backs don't get paid a lot. I mean, they don't get top dollar anymore in the NFL. So if my quarterback can, I basically only need a running back to, basically play action here and there. Quarterback read, keep the ball, stuff like that. So in the past, that's what it was. We basically didn't want to devalue our players. I don't want to devalue my running back. I don't want to devalue my receivers.
Do you think it's changing?
But, yeah, it's changing because it's why won't you have a running back on the field? The quarterback that can run. Like
right.
If you gotta guard everything and the quarterback, now you have some trouble. And then King, it's like King mentality is almost like a running back because he runs and he don't want to go out of bounds. He don't want to slide.
Yeah, he turns into Jones Drew when he gets the ball, bro. Like he turns into Jones Drew when he get the ball. It's like it's crazy. But yeah, overall, I felt good. After I sat down and looked at the stats and I saw the 500 total yards, the 300 rushing yards, I was like, man, how could you be mad at that? You know what I'm saying? They played a vanilla game. They didn't really show anything. They just went out there and did their thing. because of the games we got coming up. Man, we got Florida State Clemson early.
Man, we in the ACC. We got ACC play next week. ACC play the week after. Then we got Clemson. So, man, we got a tough stretch of games throughout the whole year. It ain't no one game you can take off. Now you really got to play because Louisville has a great offense.
Right. So who you looking at today, man? What college football game you trying to watch today? 12 o'clock, because they're going to kick off.
Yeah, they're going to kick off. Obviously I'm going to watch the Louisville game. Want to see how they look.
What time they play?
See the homie 2-2. Then they at 7:30 or 8.
They play tonight?
Yeah.
Somebody canceled the game, you say, right?
Oh, yeah, Virginia Tech canceled the game due to COVID awareness, scared, or whatever they want to call it. None of the players got it. It's just the area that they're having the game is a high risk of COVID-19, so they canceled the game. You might see a lot of that might start being a trend here and there. Hopefully not.
They canceled or postponed?
Postponed, but the thing with that is neither one of them has an open week available for each other to play against.
Wow. Yeah.
So they might have to make it up with somebody else.
Right.
So you might start seeing stuff like that. All in all, maybe I don't think no reports of any.
So only ACC?
Yeah, ACC, and then
no SEC games.
I think the Big 12, I think something like that, but no SEC.
Nebraska playing?
Nope.
I see them out there practicing, but they're not.
A lot of them practice. Like a lot of the teams in the Big Ten, they still practicing, but they don't have no schedules.
They gotta be tough on them kids, man.
While a lot of them around the country was like, man, can we transfer and get immediate eligibility?
That might be tough on the kid, but that'll break college football down if that was able to happen like that.
I mean, and then some still thinking that the Big 12, the Big 10, and then the Pac, they still gonna play after, spring football, which would be dumb because if I'm a junior or senior, why would I want to play spring when I got an NFL draft right here?
Right.
I'm going to get, go get drafted and go get the money. So
yeah. Think about the players. What about the players, bro, who they needed this year?
Yeah, that hurts.
Family home, broke. We all counting on you. Think about that, bro.
That hurts them a lot.
Right. Think about that. It's a tough situation for some kids. They can come back though, right? So.
Oh yeah. They get the year of eligibility.
They get a chance to come back.
But as a player, a student athlete, do you want to keep going to class and man, I thought it was gonna be over. Now you gotta still be eligible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but if you want it bad enough, you'll do it. It's just hard. It's tough, man.
It's a tough situation for some people. If King plays the way, say if he passed the ball a little better, right, and you see him play the way he's playing, you think King's an NFL quarterback?
I think so, but I think he might have to come back another year to see if he could do it again.
You think or you hope?
Both. Because his size, is just they are, even now they're saying he's running a slot, so they not even giving him the option of being a quarterback. So just imagine if he go to the Senior Bowl game
and he wants to be quarterback, right?
Yeah, he wants to be a quarterback. He goes to Senior Bowl game. They say, well, you got to go with the workout with the receivers.
Right.
Man,
No, he wants to be a quarterback, so I think he only had one good year, right?
Yeah, at Houston. And then he got hurt the previous year.
He finna put up a bunch of touchdowns this year again, though, bro. He had, 3 the other night, 2?
2.
He finna produce a bunch of touchdowns this year. Anything else going on, man, before we get up out of here, man?
Nothing much besides high school football is back. Well, for private schools in the state.
Yeah, for private schools down here.
Private schools, high school football is back.
A lot of people they be like, man, I thought Dade County wasn't playing football. First of all, there wasn't Dade County.
Yeah, it was Dade. It was Broward.
Second of all, Shepherd Yard is in Dade County, but we was in Broward. And second of all, they're private schools. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different.
Yeah, they operate on a different, something different, not like the public schools. But other than that, it's another issue. I don't know, but Kansas City and Texas, the players locked hands together. Then you seen a bunch of boos going on. I don't know what that was about, but hey, man, football is back.
Yeah, they booed them. That's playing the X. I think the boos are coming from. Listen, man, I don't come to a football game to see political stuff. From one side, I don't think it's necessarily racism when it comes to the boos. But you got one side saying, man, listen, y'all ain't listening to us. This stuff not equal, so we're just gonna interrupt anything we can interrupt. And I think if black people really want to take a stand, they really want to do something, sit down then. If it really gets that serious, just sit down. We won't have football. Footballville will be dormant. Well, we still be doing these shows, so. But just sit down then. Just if it's that serious, and which we know is that serious, and nobody wants to listen, they want to boo. But then black people sit down and then let's figure this out. But put something together. Ask, what is it that we want?
Man, Ice Cube is one of the best right now. He's basically saying, we must demand something. We must demand. We can't just keep marching and keep protesting. What is it that we want? And we join together and we shut stuff down and ask for something with a cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that we want? All this frivolous, I'm in my feelings stuff is a lot of it dealing with emotions, you know.
Right.
You know, but other than that, don't forget the Caneville shirts. You know, the original Caneville shirts. We got the new Cane. We gonna call it the Cane T-shirts available right now. I think the link is in there, right?
Footballville.shop, yeah. Footballville.shop.
Footballville.shop. The link is there. Order your T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? I guess nobody won the contest to get a free shirt.
Nobody picked the score.
Nobody picked the exact score. Somebody came close. It was 30-13, but it wasn't the exact score. Somebody like, oh, you should give it to me anyway. No, I said the exact. You don't get rewarded for losing.
You know they was gonna say that. Oh, man, you should just give the person that came the closest.
We're gonna double back with that one. We're gonna go Louisville. You know, during that week, probably Thursday or Friday. I'm gonna ask it again. I'm gonna say post your scores. You know, if you get it, you get you a free Caneville, Footballville T-shirt.
Right.
You might get a free ticket one of these weeks because I do got tickets, but I don't. You know, I just don't. Not sitting in the stadium right now. You know
what you did with your tickets this week?
You know, I gave them to one of my homeboys.
Yeah. Yeah, man, we should get them things out somewhere on the show, man. Cause I don't see you going to none of them games, man.
Nah. You can't have no. You can't drink.
They're a regular price?
Man, I seen my homeboy posted. He say, man, they was serving the hot dogs $12.
Really?
And I say, man, you tripping. He like, no, I paid $12. I'm like, what?
Why would you pay $12 for a hot dog?
And then he made sense. He was like, man, so basically y'all, they only let them in the game. They opened the gates at 7 o'clock. The game started at 8. Mm-hmm. So just imagine everybody trying to get in. Now by the time you get in, the game about to start. So you really ain't ate.
Why would you pay $12 for a hot dog?
He was really hungry.
How much is a hot dog usually though? 7?
Man, maybe 6, 7. You know what I'm saying? But whew, that's why people tailgate. They don't have to pay the high prices in the stadium.
Well, you just gotta look at it. Businesses are losing money. You know what I'm saying? And if you want a fortune 8,000 people to come, they like, listen, man, get $12 hot dog. Or don't get nothing.
Yeah, that's almost a meal, man. You go to Lawrence and get you a good meal for that.
That's funny. But yeah, man. But other than that, man, yeah, that's it, man. Listen, go follow the podcast. We got a podcast. The link is in I'll put the link in the description. And if you want to get involved with the stock market, man, we put out a play the other day, man. Went straight up. If you had some money in it, it went straight up, man. I think maybe 30%. It went straight up. If you want to get involved with the stock market, man, just contact us, 786-405-9499. The link is in the description also. We about to get out here and go watch some college football, bro. 12-17.
Syracuse and North Carolina playing right now. The ACC game, so if y'all want to watch something, they should be on.
Syracuse and they are playing 0-0.
Yeah.
And make sure you subscribe, man. Hit the subscribe button.
7-0.
North Carolina school.
Hit the like fast.
Hit the like button. Subscribe, and if you want to become a member, the link is in the description. We about to get out of here, man. Caneville, we got new Caneville shirt coming because we got a win. So we got the King T out. We got a new Caneville shirt coming.